Well, folks, I've been kind of leaving you out on some of this fun. I got to thinking, I said, well, you might want to see this. The big old yellow frame really comes in handy. Because when you go to cutting anything like this, the slag will re-weld itself back in different spots down through there. Whereas you got a little help there with something with about that size, it makes a big difference. Also, where it comes in handy, a couple of welds there was kind of holding on, but when you get that many welds on a piece like that, it just, I tell you, it's just something. Because like I say, that slag will come right in behind you and weld yourself back. This is where it always comes. There also comes in handy, having a big friend like this. You can do this. wires up there. That piece of steel there probably weighs 125 pounds. Because those first two pieces that I took off of there, off the back there, I brought the John Deere loader over, John Deere with a grapple over, and put it up on that grapple. So anyway, yep, I'll show you where we're at on this now. I just told myself it's just going to be a slow process. You know, when I open up a project like this, I always kick myself. You know, like say the old Dave and me or whatever wants stuff fixed and put back on the road and usable. So anyway, just couldn't, with that ripple in there, you just couldn't do anything else with it. You could put a piece of steel in there, but the price of steel, you know, it just clear outrageous, so it's not really feasible. So a little bottle auction, a few bottles auction, a few bottles, that's the second bottle. But I did reset my gauge where it's not using so much, and I tried to do it differently, and that's why these pieces are here. And of course this axle was back here, and so it was really in the way anyway. So I thought, well, maybe it'd be easier to go ahead and slice these from that back side and then slice to here, and not have to worry about the stitch weld. Well, that's not working. So I went back to just cutting the stitch welds on this piece here. So, and then I can come in here and then I can cut those. So I got to do them anyway. So it's just using more oxygen and acetylene to do it like that. So it wasn't any easier. So yeah, yesterday I should have went ahead and I didn't even think about getting you fired up so you can see what I did. But this axle, I needed to slide this axle back because it was way up here, and that's where I was working. So I was going to have to slide it back anyway. And so I went ahead and got the truck out and hooked the hydraulics up, and then went ahead and slid the axle back. I was able to reach up underneath there to get the controls and slid the axle back. Then I also needed to go ahead and get this away from this area here so I can work on getting this all took off here. So now I can get right in there. I'm going to have to take these hydraulic lines. Looks like I knocked her off the jack a little bit. Block. Next time I fire it up, I'll go ahead and lift this side up and get that set back on the blocks. It's not going to go anywhere. So I need to go ahead and take this cover off, get all those hydraulic lines loose, get them yanked out of there, and get all these pulled out of here, because my boards are going to be in here. These are coming out, and then my boards are going to be coming in there, sitting on top of these here. So I'll get all those hydraulic lines. I went ahead and got the air lines out. One little spark landing on them, and that runs a little plastic line. So yeah, when I get up to this section, I can go ahead and get another section off here. Where's it coming to? Can't see it. It has to be right in here somewhere. I think it's here. Anyway, I get this other section off here, and then I could get, yeah, there it is, right there. And then I'll have to get all these hydraulic lines off here and get them all stretched out there. Get them marked where I'll know where they go. But to get those sections off. So and it is getting a little easier. Those welds, I don't have as much rust and stuff. I got my air hammer out. And I'm going ahead and knocking all those welds and get the rust loosened. And that's taking a whole lot less. Because the torch, you got scaly rust. You put the torch on right there, it's just going to glow red until that burns off. You know, it's not going to cut through it. So, and I was able to put these pieces of metal in here to kind of protect these wires here when I'm cutting on that particular part there. So, okay, well, that brings you up to date. I'm going to go ahead and knock these pieces here off. I'm going to bring that ladder on over there. Touch. I'm getting there. It's going to just take more time that I really wanted to put into it. But I'm hoping once I get this metal off, and then I'll get power washed and get all that good and clean and stuff. Go ahead and I'll probably be a day and a half just grinding all these welds and stuff off and getting this cleaned up, and then I'll be able to shoot the rust converter on it, and then let it dry, come in and shoot the paint. And then after I shoot the paint, I got a little, I think I showed you back there, I got a little work to do. I got to replace that bearing before I shoot I'll just do it, get all the work done on it before I shoot the paint. But I can go ahead and get the primer stuff put on it. And but it'll eventually get there. Need to mow, so me and Jill will probably mow tomorrow. And I was going to sharpen the blades, but I don't think I will. I'll need to go ahead and stay on this as much as possible. Okay, get off here. GoPro, stop recording.